God grant me wisdom, courage, and grace for this journey. And above all, God, be pleased with me. Be pleased with the things I do and the things I say, and the value that I add and the investments that I make into others. In your name I pray. Amen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My goal is to add value to your life. I am a believer in tithing, and I am a philanthropist. So there may not be times where I can give financially, but whatever it is, whatever kind of wisdom, even little nuggets that God has given me, I definitely want to make sure I pass that along to you. So this is what this channel is about. If you don't mind hitting that like button and also subscribing, you will truly be my day ones. And so I am so appreciative of it. It means a lot to me. So thank you in advance for doing that. I want to start off by talking about the fear of taking the first step. And I was thinking, there are like so many phobias. For example, like I have a fear of swallowing pills, and my doctor chuckled one time. He's like, is that real? I'm like, listen, there is a phobia, like there's a name phobia for it. So for the fear of doing something new, starting something new, a new chapter, or however you want to phrase it, there is actually a term, and it's called NEOPHOBIA. And so NEOPHOBIA, like I said, is just the fear of the unknown, the fear of starting something new, the fear of taking steps in a direction that you've never taken before. And for a lot of us, and let me just talk about myself, that has been a very hard road, especially if you're like afraid of rejection, or you're like, look, I don't want to end up looking like an idiot. So it's not that easy to get started or to go down a road that has never been traveled, or someone hasn't done it before, you haven't done it before. Just the unknown, it's not an easy thing. So when people say, well, just start, like it's not that easy. But at this age, I look back and I've learned to overcome that. And I won't tell you that I've 100% overcome it and I'm like, anything I want to start, I start. No, it's not that simple. I am working towards it though. But I would tell you that there may be 3 things that I can think of off the top of my head that have really helped me to get started. And the first one is just taking that first step and committing to that first step. So I know when I was looking to like start getting back into military shape, I'm like, I remember that body, I want it back. Yeah, it's gonna take some work to do it. And I just remember thinking, I'm so tired. Like, I was wife at the time, I had a child, I worked full time. I'm like, I don't feel like it. Like I barely get any sleep to begin with. And then I remember saying to myself, you can't do a crunch. Just one crunch. Yes, you can commit to one crunch, Alicia. No matter how tired you are when you get up in the morning or in the middle of the day at work. I mean, you can close your door or go, I don't know, wherever. The point is, you can get a crunch in for a few seconds in the 24 hours of your day. So I committed to doing a crunch. And then, got up to 20 and then just started doing a few other things, and then got in better shape. So the first step is really to commit to that first step. And then the second one is just being honest. The person we lie to the most is ourselves, or that maybe, let me not use the word lie. Let me just say, maybe not being as honest is to ourselves. And it's like, why do you even want to be out here? Back to trying to get in shape, working to get in shape. I built up my commitment to every morning, or at least 5 mornings out of the week, getting up at 4 a.m. and being outside. Like the goal was, get your clothes on, get up out of bed, get your clothes on, and literally be outside. I'm walking. I'm like, can you just walk? Yes, I can walk to the mailbox and back. It's a mile. And I just remember one day it was cold, it was raining, and I'm like, why are you even out here? Like, what are you doing? Like, is that an animal? I mean, it was just like, this is a little crazy. And so I had to really think to myself, why are you out here? And it came down to a couple of things, but the main thing it came down to is I didn't want anyone to see me huffing and puffing, out of breath, not looking cute in my outfit. Like, it sounds really vain, but that's how I was feeling, right? And so I had to be honest with myself, and I was like, okay, Alicia, this is ridiculous. First of all, half these people don't even know you, right? Put some shades on, put a hat on, and go to the mailbox at 9 a.m. How about that on the weekends? Or maybe an hour before you have to leave for work, but it's daylight at least during the week. So anyway, back to it. Being honest with yourself is really important. Or really, what are you doing? Anything that you're doing for? Like, who are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? Just being honest. And the third thing is being consistent. Now, I know that a lot of people talk about consistency, and really it ties in a lot with discipline. And some of us need like a consistency coach, an accountability coach, like one of those friends or something that'll kind of hold you accountable. But in the end, we have to hold ourselves accountable, and we have to be consistent. And, you know, let's not overextend, right? Like, so saying I'm going to run, I don't know, 10 miles a week. Okay, like, is that even realistic? Going back to being honest, right? Is that even realistic? Can I be consistent every week by running 1 mile or being outside for 30 minutes or doing something active 30 minutes a week? Yes, I can consistently do that. So you just do something consistently, and then just kind of build up. And, you know, don't over exaggerate it. Don't overwhelm yourself, and don't get to the point where you don't enjoy it anymore. And it's not that it's like fun, like, oh my God, you know, this is the best thing ever. And it may not be. But how do you feel like afterwards? Like that high that you get from like working out or accomplishing something that you really put your mind to do. So it's about committing, being honest, and being consistent. Just those are my three. But if there are things that you want to share, I'm looking forward to hearing other things. Like I listen and learn. I try to listen and learn more than I do talking and sharing. So please leave in the comment section like what things that you do to motivate yourself, what things you do to make that first step, what things you do to overcome that fear that a lot of times we have. And maybe even share what your fear is. I have a number of other fears besides just getting started, but just share what those fears are and maybe how you've overcome them. So want to just go ahead and wrap this up, but those are just my points of view. And I hope that you've gotten something out of this, and beautiful souls have an amazing, abundant day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please, again, like and subscribe, and we will hear from each other again, hopefully sooner than later. In the meantime, take care.